Good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe. I talk here a lot about predictions, as in the current global energies. I also give you guidance on how to navigate the awakening process. And firstly, I just wanted to just mention some sad news that Olivia Newton-John has died. She was the star of the movie Grease. I know a lot of you guys out there know her, and I'm sure you've probably already heard. But it's just a really sad day. We had one of her songs on here the other day. I think it was Magic. You have to believe we are magic, which was for all of us here on my channel. So that's really sad. It's just a chapter of our life that's kind of gone now. So had to mention it. We all loved her. I'm sure you did here if you're watching my channel. So I'll just I just had to share that because it was a bit emotional for me. I really loved her, and I loved growing up with Grease. We used to do all the dances and sing, and oh, so many joyous moments. Like I said, music can really uplift our souls, can't it? So she had this incredible way of doing that. So I just really wanted to let everybody know, and also I'm sure that it's really affected a lot of you guys as well. Now, back to business. I'll just close my eyes. We'll get started and we'll see what comes up for today. Today I'm getting Spain, Portugal and Greece. I feel like there's a lot of movement over there. There's a lot of global movement. People are fighting back. They are. I keep getting it. And they're the places I'm getting today. There's movement. Because people are getting smarter. They're realising how to push back against government. They don't just have to lay down and take it. Like I said, like the castaways that were passed out on the shore. They realise that they can get up and make a difference to their life moving forward. So that's why I got that energy the other day of people starting to stand up. So I'm definitely getting these areas. There's definitely movement. It's the vibration in the people is getting higher. It's like they're regaining their power and getting their power and their strength back. They're rising. Their energy is getting higher. And that's what we need to hear here, isn't it, on my channel? That people's raising their frequency and vibration. So that's what we're definitely getting today around those areas. And see, people know it now. That's what they're showing me. They're showing me that people know. And they're showing me these people waking up. They're standing on these platforms, like train platforms. I often talk about trains here because it's easy for people to relate to. But they're standing on these train platforms now, and they know that government's coming to pick them up on their trains, and they don't want to get on. So it's like, it's showing me they've all gone into the train station, and they're hiding. They've left the platform, and they're like hiding in the train station. Because they know government is bringing trains and putting them on trains, and they're going to nowhere. Oh no, we've got another song. Yes, gosh, the guides are quick, aren't they? They're on the road to nowhere. There's a song. Oh, who sings it? We're on the road to nowhere. Come on inside. Oh, I can't think who sings it. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, you guys probably know the song. If not, look it up. We're on the road to nowhere. And it's like, again, that boat that was on the water guiding to the big waterfall in Niagara Falls, because they didn't know where they were being taken. But that's what I'm getting now. I'm seeing these people waking up. They're at the train. They're so exhausted. These people waking up are so exhausted. If you think about them being those castaways, like I always talk about on the shore, where they've just all bedraggled and worn out, well, that's these people waking up. So they're in the train station. They're seeing the train coming from, well, government's driving the train, and they're wanting them to get on and go on this train to nowhere. See, people are now seeing it. They know that they're being taken to nowhere. It's not leading them anywhere that they want to go. So people have hidden from this train platform. It's showing me that there's no one on the train platform, and that's great. That's what we need. And they don't want to get on these government trains that are taking them nowhere. Hang on. Just let me see what else we get. And it's showing me like they don't even care about their luggage or their baggage, and they're actually leaving that behind on the rail platform. So they're showing me there's those railway trolleys that they have, the like old-fashioned ones where they'd pull along the luggage on the railway platform and then load up the train. Well, it's showing me that people don't even care. They've left their baggage and their luggage behind. And which, as we know on my channel, anything to do with luggage or baggage means they've left their old hurts, pains, their past behind. Anything to do with that baggage is stuff that these people are now starting to drop. So they're leaving like a lot of their emotional traumas and past behind by leaving them on the platform, because they don't even care if the trains to nowhere take their bags away. They're fine with it. They're wanting to move on, and they're currently hiding away from government. And this is great. We need them to hide. Running away from government would even be better. But the fact that they're hiding from the government train, it's going to lead them to the road to nowhere. Oh, it's great. I just can't think who sings that, but you know this song. Well, it'll probably come to me when I get off the video. So I'm definitely getting that. But they're wanting, the train can take their luggage and their old baggage, because people are wanting to let go of all their past. And this is great, because that means they're starting to raise their frequency and vibration, that people are starting to come up back into their power now. They're letting go of their past hurts, traumas, pains, starting to open their bodies up more by making their own decisions, by hiding in the train station. So this is really positive today. Let's see where else we go with this. Yep, people can't take any more right now. They can't take any more. They know if they take any more BS, pretty much, from government, they know they're going to get knocked over again. And they don't want to be knocked over again. They haven't got the strength to fight. Not the strength to fight, but the strength to keep trying to get up. Like, it took a lot for these people to kind of even stand up and sort of get their lives back to any normality. And if you think about it, God, they've been locked down, they've been jabbed, they've been told what to do. Like, that starts to wear you down. And somehow they've had to, like, break free of that. It's showing like somebody breaking out of an egg. It takes a lot of effort. If you think of a little chick they're showing me like a dinosaur. I don't know why. They're a bit prehistoric. But they're showing me something trying to break out of an egg. And it's a real process. They've got to fight really hard and use their elbows and punch that eggshell. You wouldn't think so because it's such a fragile thing. But when you're a tiny little chick or something like that, you don't have much strength. So it's showing these people sort of breaking out of the egg and bursting out of this egg. And they're free. So they've found ways to get some freedom back into their life. And again, it's that, if you think about it, it's again, I know I say it all the time, but it's that phoenix rising from the ashes. It's that, someone said here again, the caterpillar into the butterfly. It's those same kind of analogies. And these people don't want to go back to that just scrunched up, tired, overwhelmed energy. They don't like that feeling. So we've got the visuals of the baggage on the train platform being taken, and they're happy for all that to be taken, but just not themselves. They don't want to stay on that road and that path anymore, which is great. We need to hear that here on my channel. Let's see what else we've got. Now the guides are saying they're going to deliver to us a lot of, they're sort of saying messages, but they're also saying like concrete evidence. We're going to start receiving into our lives more and more concrete evidence to what is going on. Now, we know over the past few years there's been a lot of this naming and shaming and the vilification and all this, but the guides are saying that that's really starting to subside now, because people are starting to realise that like I said the other day, there's truths in these conspiracies because things are starting to come out. It's all coming to fruition. It's starting to be people's reality. So I'm definitely getting that today, that's something that has really started to dissipate. But we're going to be the ones that are going to start to see more concrete evidence. And this is great. This is what we need. We need to know we've got more support behind us, which is the people coming behind us. And there's more truths coming out. And I do feel like the guides are saying this is going to be delivered to us. We're going to really start to see these breakthrough stories, breakthrough truths, breakthroughs of people maybe being honest now. I talk a lot about the whistleblowers and things like that, people standing up that have had maybe vaccine injuries and things like this. We're going to see a lot more of that. There's going to be a lot more concrete sort of evidence. Oh, God, wouldn't it be great if it'd be just so good. I would just love media, mainstream media, to really have to tell the truth. I would love that. At the moment here in Australia, we've got the political shit fight going on about someone's corruption, and it's this big hearing that keeps being put on the news. And all the time, it's funny, isn't it? I'm sure you guys are the same. You just keep thinking, well, what's this big distraction about? Because it's really over nothing, really. It's about some job someone went for and then someone else got it because it was his mate. And you kind of think, well, really? With all the stuff that's going on in the world, we're getting all this on our mainstream media? Like, no one's really interested in it anyway. It's just more corruption. It's nothing new for us to watch, is it? But you can't help but keep thinking, wow, what's really going on? Why are they distracting us with all this rubbish over here? Like, what are they really doing over here? And that's how we see things now. I know you do if you're watching my channel. Whenever I see stuff like that on the mainstream news, I just go, oh, yeah, distraction. What are they really doing in the background that we're not aware of while they're distracting everybody? Gosh, it's not even hard to see sorry, guys, I've just got the sun in my eyes. It's not even hard to see their trickery, is it, anymore? We see right through it. I know you guys do. We just laugh at all this stuff, don't we? I'll just see where else we go with this today. But, yes, there's a lot of the trickery and the mind games and a lot of distraction. I know in Canada you guys get so much distraction. God, Trudeau just doesn't do anything to help himself over there, does he? I'll just see where else we go with this. And see, it's what I keep saying. They're planning their agenda and they're planning their rollout reset. And, you know, I always talk about how is the reset here to help wake people up, or is the reset real? Like, we even ask a lot of questions ourselves on this channel. But it's what I've been saying for probably the last few weeks, is that we have to really remember that their reset and their rolling all this out is like a trial as well, and it doesn't go to plan. And at the moment, it's a very chaotic, I would say hot mess at the moment. Everything hasn't gone smoothly because too many people are waking up. Now, I've talked to you about old blokes coming into our work, people starting to say things. Even younger guy I was talking to the other day said, I think media's lying. People are figuring this out themselves. And see, government hates that because they want this to all roll out smoothly, and it isn't. So at the moment, I'm getting like this, it's like a scrambled eggs kind of energy around the reset. It's like they've put all the eggs in, but they've put like too many eggs in at one time. And I talked about that. They were hitting people with too much renewables. Hospitalisation numbers, COVID. We've still got the whole pandemic going crazy. Like everything. You couldn't, electric cars, you have to get electric cars while we fly around in our jets. Like, you know, these things are becoming too obvious. And what they've done, they've put all the eggs in all at once. Instead of bringing things out at a nice pace, they got greedy, as we know, and they tried to just bombard everybody and swamp everybody, and like the tsunami that just went over everybody. But it's caused that tide to turn because they've thrown all the eggs in thinking it'd be this lovely smooth omelette and they could just flip it, but it hasn't worked to plan, and now it's become like this scrambled eggs in the fry pan that's all just a big mush of fluffy eggs. It's like their rollout has not gone smoothly, and that's what the message is around the scrambled eggs. And now they're in a scramble, and this is great. We need these parliamentary leaders and governments to be in a scramble, because how are they going to fix all of this? See, they're in their fix-it mode at the moment. It's showing me like Band-Aids getting put on everything. Oh, quick, let's put a Band-Aid on that so nothing else seeps out. If we stop that, that flow of information getting out, let's put a Band-Aid on it. This is what they're currently doing. We all know, gosh, even here I talk about it all the time. To have electric cars, no one can afford them for starters. We don't have the infrastructure. Even in 10 years' time, we'd be flat out having the infrastructure. All the connections, the power charges and all that are all different sizes. There's just so much confusion and chaos that this is what's falling back on government. It's like, well, hang on a minute. You haven't planned this out very well. See, it all was good on paper and probably in Klaus's The Great Reset book, but when it comes to the practicality of being able to roll those things out, things don't go to plan. And that's the real big message that I want you guys to really hang on to. Their reset has not gone smoothly to plan. They have to keep regrouping, getting together, reassessing, changing things. Look how the classic example of this, and we know, is the Mpox. They have tried and tried, pouring that down people's throat like a bad elixir, like cough medicine that nobody wants, and everyone's like fighting it off like a kid having horrible cough mixture. That's the image they're giving me. They're trying to spoon feed people this Mpox, and now they've got all these vaccines. God, Australia's ordered thousands, and who's going to want to take them? So they're pushing and pushing. They keep going back and then rehashing that again. And like I said, they got the who to make it an emergency. This is just one example of their big reset, but they needed that to go to plan, because obviously whatever they're doing with that, whether it is the vilification of the male gay community, we don't know what their actual agenda is, for example, with that, because we don't know the complexities of what they're actually implementing. Plus, we don't know what's in some of these jabs. So we don't actually know what they're giving to people, or we kind of think the immune system might drop and there could be a bit of AIDS coming on the horizon. Hopefully not, but some of the things are pointing to that when they start talking about, actually they had an article here on TV the other day about AIDS again, and they were saying how people have stopped getting tested for AIDS, so AIDS is on the rise again. So you do have to question a lot of things, but that's just one example about things have not gone to plan. They thought people would just take up on the Mpox, but it hasn't worked. It's like people have just gone, that is just ridiculous. It's almost like they're taking the mickey out of people now, isn't it, with that one? People could just, that's what woke a lot of people up to. They went, oh, hang on a minute. What's this about? What's really going on here? So this is what I'm saying. That's just one example of the rollout. Like, why would you be ordering thousands and thousands of jabs for an Mpox virus that we haven't even got hardly any cases in Australia? So this is where their plans haven't gone smoothly. Because they didn't know that people wouldn't take that up. See, they thought people in that mass psychosis or whatever would just fall for that. So this is just one area. And there's also other areas, like in, Australia here, they keep saying we've got a shortage of coal and all this stuff. But meanwhile, they're shutting down our coal mines. But they're going to start selling all this stuff offshore. It's all very complicated. We know how it goes. But this is where different generations of people start to figure it out. So they're waking up at their different paces too, because anyone who's worked in the mines or understands those industries, or is like perhaps an engineer or something like that, they're probably questioning it, going, what? We've got tons of resources here in Australia. Just an example. So this is why things haven't gone smoothly. It's not just that easy to walk over people when people go back into their logical mind. We know a few weren't in it for a while with the mass psychosis, but now they're back in their logical minds. They're able to figure all this out. It's like yesterday when I talked about the map, the reset map that people are sort of looking at now, but they're trying to figure it out, and they almost need a translator to translate it into their own language so they can understand it. Because as we know here, this is a bloody complex and overwhelming experience and situation that has taken us a lot of time to even put together, and then we don't even know the half of it ourselves. I'll just see if there's anything to close with today. Yep, I'm getting it. People are backflipping on government. Even people who are following that narrative now are starting to backflip. They're starting to do backflips away from government. And this is fantastic. Because they don't want to keep going down that road. It's like I said in the beginning of this video. It's the road to nowhere. Where are they going? What's going to be in their future? Nothing. There's going to be no joy. There's going to be no happiness. There's going to be no colour in their life. We talk about colour and music and things like that here on my channel all the time. We've managed to push right away from that, and we've created our Terrabella over here, and we're doing the things that bring us happiness and joy, and we have fun, we have laughs. Oh, we really do. I love our little channel. It makes me laugh. And it is our channel. I know I'm the one that does the guidance readings and that, but I love that we all interact and we share our experiences and we support each other. It's like networking. It's so important because it's always about coming together and having that strength in numbers. You don't feel so isolated in your madness. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. We're going to let these people decide if they're going to go on the road to nowhere. We're not going to go on the road to nowhere because we've already gone over here to somewhere. And I'm going to leave you with that image today that we're over here somewhere, wherever you are. Leave it down below what you're up to today. Let's give each other some positivity today. And I'm actually going for my doggies walks today. We're just going to have a town walk today with my doggy whisperer. So can you imagine how excited they are? They love just getting out and having a big walk. Someone said to me one day, it's like taking a dog for a walk is like the dog reading the newspaper. I thought it was really funny, like their morning newspaper. They go and read all the trees and all the smells. And so that's what's on for my day today. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Let me know what you're up to and what fun you're going to be having over here in somewhere, Terrabella. And hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye from Australia. Take care, everybody. Bye.